What do we know about the Valley of Baca and where this valley is supposed to be located?
The Psalms tend to be able to be grouped into different categories. So there are Psalms of praise, there are Psalms of prayer, or penitentiary Psalms, there are Psalms that are imprecatory Psalms. Well, there's a type of Psalm that has been variously known as the Song of the Ascents, Psalms of pilgrimage. There's Psalms about the journey to Jerusalem. Of course, when you're actually going up to Jerusalem, to Mount Zion, you're going uphill, and so they refer to those as the Psalms of the Ascents. Psalm 84 is one of these. The psalm talks about that journey. That leads into this line about as they travel through the valley of Baca. There are basically two main views on what the word there means. As it stands in the main Masoretic text tradition, you have this word baca with an aleph at the end, and the aleph, Beit Kaf aleph, is variously translated like balsam trees, a certain type of tree that has produces gum, and I'm not an expert on trees or anything like that. So then it's sort of like, okay, well, these types of trees tend to grow in dry areas or sandy areas, more arid areas, and that would fit with the psalm because it's like, as the worshipers are making their pilgrimage through this dry area where these balsam trees are, springs are, coming up, and they're bringing the joy with them and enlivening the land. That's one, way that's been interpreted. Many of the translations of the Hebrew Bible, they are rendering it from a different root. And instead of rendering it from Beit Kaf Aleph, they take it from Beit Kaf Hey. Bacha there, as a verb, means to weep or to cry. So in Hebrew, if I say ani boche, it's like I am crying, I am weeping. Then you can take it more metaphorically. The word Amek, so the valley, the Amek Bacha, could be an actual, a valley, right? But it also has this more metaphorical or poetic meaning of deep. So when you couple deep with sorrow or weeping, then you have very deep sorrow. And there are people that do take this as a definite place, like a definite valley. It's just we don't know where it would be specifically.
In Psalm 84, we are talking about going to Zion. Certain apologists have brought up this idea that Zion in this psalm does not refer to Jerusalem, or does not refer to Mount Zion or the heart of, the temple or the city or Israel in general, but it could mean something else. Like it could be referring to a different place of worship, like Mecca, for example. Is that a reasonable suggestion that the Zion in this psalm could be referring to something else instead of Jerusalem?
It almost exclusively refers to parts of Jerusalem, right? There is a broader usage where it can refer to all of Judah, but again, it all sort of focuses in on Jerusalem.
And it would be inconsistent, right? Because when we look at the psalms around it, related psalms, we see Zion so much in these psalms, and they very clearly refer to Mount Zion or to Israel, to Jerusalem.
Sure, yeah. In this psalm, absolutely. And this is very, very explicitly referring to Jerusalem, and this is where they're going for their holy feast. That's what the psalm is talking about. So